the 1958 World Championship of Professional Football.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire.
Welcome everyone to the 2021 Fantasy Football League Draft Lottery. This draft lottery will determine the order of the 2021 Fantasy Football Draft. Now a real quick description for how this works, though I know some of you probably aware of how it works already. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel first for the number 14 slot. Whichever pick comes up on the wheel will be number 14, and then that team will be removed. And as you can see, I've got all the teams put on the board here, and we're going to keep going like that until we are down to the number 1 team, at which point the last team standing will have the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Now keep in mind, this is a snake-style draft, which means the order is reversed in the even number rounds, and that does mean that the teams at the number 1 and the number 14 slots will have 2 picks in a row at certain points in the draft, but then that does mean that they have a longer wait, whereas the teams in the middle will have the shorter wait, but obviously being in the middle, they might lose out on some of the players near the top, and yeah. So anyway, we're going to get this started right here, and right now. And the number 14 team, which means they'll be picking number 1 in the even number rounds, will be, of course I got to kick off with this, Anal Bleeding Bob with the number 14 pick in the fantasy football draft. And again, just a friendly reminder, that does mean that in the even number rounds, he picks number 1, which means he will have certain rounds where they'll be picking twice in a row, but then that also leads to a longer wait time for the between his picks. The number 13 pick will go to the Delaware Clams. That would be my team. So, number unlucky 13, we'll see how that goes. So, I'm also jotting these down on my list at the same time when I was recording this, so there's a little bit of a gap of time between here. The number 12 pick will go to Train's Terrific Team. Train's Terrific Team at number 12. We got 11 teams left, 11 spots to fill. And the number 11 spot goes to Return of the Jazz. Return of the Jazz at number 11. And now we shall spin for the number 10 spot, which goes to the GYN Comfywolves. And now the number 9 position in the fantasy football draft goes to the CJB Fightin Eagles. And now right here we're going to have the halfway point with the number 18 being Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. What a wonderful pun. I mean, I thought it was... And the number 7 pick, right in the middle of the pack, will be the Groose football team. Groose football team at number 7. We have 6 spots left, 6 teams left. And the number 6th spot goes to the Fresh Princes of Bel Air. The Fresh Princes of Bel Air take the number 6 spot. And now we are in the top 5. And the number 5 spot goes to #Dally's Swell Team. And keep in mind, you can still change these names if you like. I'm using the names that were up as I recorded this on Thursday night. The number 4 spot, I hope I said 5 was #Dally. I feel like I said 6. The number 4 spot, Jumping Into the Shark, takes the number 4 position. Now we're going to get into those top 3 teams. We have the Showstoppas, Sexy Billy, and Badnews' Unreal Team. So these teams are going to have a while between their first picks and their next, but they're going to get some elite real estate at the top. The Showstoppas at number 3. And that leads us to 2 teams. Badnews' Unreal Team and Sexy Billy. And the number 2 pick goes to Badnews' Unreal Team. Meaning that the number 1 overall slot goes to, by process of elimination, we'll spin the wheel, but it don't really seem necessary at this point, Sexy Billy will draft number 1 overall in the 2021 Fantasy Football Draft. So again, to go over that draft order, it will be number 1, Sexy Billy. Number 2, Badnews' Unreal Team. Number 3, the Showstoppas. 4, Jumping Into the Shark. #Dally's Swell Team at 5. Fresh Princes of Bel Air at 6. The Groose Football Team at 7. Hakuna Matata at 8. The CJB Fightin Eagles at 9. GYN Comfywolves at 10. Return of the Jazz at 11. Train's Terrific Team at 12. The Delaware Clams at 13. And Anal Bleeding Bob at 14. Friendly reminder before we wrap this up, the draft will be Monday, August 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. And it'll go in the order that I just went over. So thank you very much for tuning in. And good luck in the league, folks.